concepts, quality and quantity. Well, they are until you synthesize them in rather concrete measures, so much of such a sort. You see. You'll find that Stumpf talks about the being, non-being, becoming business. And under essence, notice that the initial notion is of a ground of existence. This is a theoretical concept. Being as it is in itself, in its own identity, that's what you're after. In contrast to mere appearance, which is the antithesis. You see? And then you get the concrete actuality. You don't talk simply of substance in the actuality or causal processes, but of reciprocity within an organic whole, the interdependence of things within an organism. Okay. But then more concretely, the concept, begriff, where you see, yes, in talking about a subject, you have the concept of the subject, then the judgment, then the syllogism, where you say that's the structure of traditional logic. Yes, ideas, judgments, and syllogisms. Sure, that's the most abstract way of thinking. It's abstraction. The antithesis is when you don't look at the subject that way, but at objects, if you like, sheer experience empirically. But you need to bring the rational structures together with the object in order to grasp the idea, the concept. Now, what you have under logic, as I say, is simply sheer categories. Structures of thought. That's all. Structures of thought that apply to reality, unchanging structures. And when you get into the realm of nature, you notice that he's dealing with abstraction first, namely laws of nature. What are they but generalized abstractions? Laws of nature. Under mechanism, he's thinking of cause-effect mechanisms. So what you have under that first thing with space, time, motion in matter, and cause-effect mechanisms is the mechanistic science. But then you get beyond the abstractions of mechanistic science to the actual interplay of forces, and by now chemistry is a science. You see, where you see that there are interactions, not just one-way cause-effect relationships as in mechanics, but reciprocal causation. But the thing that's really beginning to emerge is the biological concept, the organism, the organic model. And here he sees emerging the idea of teleology, because biological processes are end-oriented, growth with a view to producing fruit. The biological process. So he gets back into the teleological layer. But it's a teleological process all the way through. Okay. Then next time we'll be dealing with the section dealing with mind, spirit, picking that up. Okay. Keep in mind that in the light of this, there are certain polarities that we find ourselves constantly. We've got 5 minutes here. There are certain polarities. Do we have 5 minutes? No, we don't. It's gone. All right. But polarities like subject and object, universal and particular, appearance and reality, ideal and real, these polarities are antitheses that we have to get beyond. That's why, and this is getting back to your question, how do we know that the rational is the real? You see? If the difference between appearance and reality is abstraction, then you take immediate appearances as real in degree. Appearances, that is to say the first appearance of something, the immediate awareness, provides you with an awareness of reality, but with an imperfect conceptualization. And so knowledge is always a matter of degree. Understanding is a matter of degree. Well, isn't that the way it is if you're trying to gain a conceptual understanding of anything? But even though we know in part, we still know the part we know. Which is why in response to both conceptualizations, the evaluation is yes, no. You say yes in this regard, no in some other regards. All right, we'll pick up next time.